Good morning. Thank you for joining us here this morning at Louisville Metro Hall for some important leadership announcements for our entire community. Over the past few weeks, we lost two dedicated public servants and wonderful people who served our city in elected office for over 25 years. Sheriff John Aubrey was a great advocate for our city and a great friend to law enforcement, not just here in Louisville, but as we heard so wonderfully at his funeral yesterday, across Kentucky and across the entire country. Jefferson County Clerk Bobbie Holsclaw epitomized what it means to be a public servant. She truly loved Louisville and gave so much back in so many ways. These two legendary officials served together and departed together. May their memories be a blessing. Under Kentucky state law, it's my job as mayor to make an appointment to fill these offices until the next election, which has a primary election in May of 2026 and a general election next November. The first announcement I have is about the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I'm appointing Deputy Mayor David James to serve out the remainder of the sheriff's term. Deputy Mayor James has been a leader in law enforcement his entire adult life, and I look forward to continue working with him as we implement our Safe Louisville plan to make our city even safer. I know he'll continue to be a great partner in this work. Deputy Mayor James is a retired LMPD officer, former Kentucky Bureau of Investigation director, former commissioner of the University of Louisville Police Department, and former Metro Council president. David knows our city as well as anyone I know, and he also knows how to get things done. David is not running for sheriff. It is both his plan and mine that he returns to our administration as deputy mayor in my second term. Ladies and gentlemen, our next Jefferson County Sheriff, David James.
Well, good morning, everybody. First, I want to take a moment to say thank you to Mayor Greenberg for having the confidence and support and appointing me as Jefferson County Sheriff. I stand here today with deep humility and a great sense of responsibility. And we gather in the shadow as we honor the memory of Sheriff Aubrey. Sheriff Aubrey was not only the longest serving sheriff in Jefferson County in modern history with 28 years of service, but also a man of integrity, commitment, and compassion. His service made our neighborhoods safer, our institutions stronger, and our community more unified. I extend my heartfelt condolences to his family, and we will carry forward his legacy with respect and pride. I also want to recognize the historic nature of this moment. As the first black sheriff for Jefferson County, I understand the weight of history that's on my shoulders. This is a milestone, but it's not mine. It belongs to the generations who paved the way before me for greater inclusion and fairness in public service. I am committed to using the office to build bridges, strengthen trust, and ensure that every resident of our county feels protected, respected, and heard. Public safety today is about more than enforcing the law. It's about partnerships. It's about transparency. It's about accountability. And it's about making sure that every deputy has the training, the tools, and the support they need, and that every community feels the sheriff's office is their partner and not just their protector. To that end, I am proud to announce at this moment, Steve, please stand up. Steve Healy will become the Chief Deputy of the Sheriff's Office. Steve is a dedicated professional with decades of experience and he shares my commitment to community engagement, officer wellness, and operational excellence. You can clap to that. Together, we will honor Sheriff Aubrey's legacy while also modernizing the department to meet tomorrow's challenges. I pledge to lead with integrity, transparency, fairness, and an open door. I will listen to the deputies, our community leaders, but most importantly, the people we serve. Our mission will be simple: to join with our other law enforcement partners in the community in order to help keep Jefferson County safe and moving forward. And to my colleagues that I work with here in the mayor's office, I'm going to say I enjoy you, I'm going to miss you, but I'll be back. And I want to say once again, thank you. Thank you, Mayor Greenberg. Thank you for entrusting me with this responsibility. And as the mayor often says, let's move forward together, and we'll honor the past, we'll embrace the present, and we'll build a safer, stronger, and future for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Next, I also have the honor of appointing the next Jefferson County Clerk. I've selected a proven leader because fair elections have never been more important than at this time right now in Louisville, across our state, and across our country. I'm appointing Kentucky State Senator David Yates to serve out the remainder of the Jefferson County Clerk's term. Senator Yates lives in the South End. He's a former Metro Councilman and, like soon-to-be Sheriff James, a former Metro Council president. Every day, I know that David will get up, have the best interest of this community at heart. He is fair, and he will represent our entire county incredibly well. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our next Jefferson County Clerk, David Yates.
First of all, Mayor, thank you. Thank you for the trust and faith you've placed in me in this appointment. It really is an honor. I have with me here my two daughters, Ava and Grace. You girls inspire me and hope every day to make you proud. My wife, Lindsay, couldn't be here with us today. She's on business, but she's cheering from afar, I'm assure you. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge the hardworking people of the Jefferson County Clerk's Office. Your dedication and professionalism has shined for decades. I look forward to working side by side with you day in, day out. I also want to honor the legacy of Clerk Bobbie Holsclaw. For well over 2 decades, she gave herself to this office. We will build on that strong foundation that she's laid. I come to this role as someone who's been deeply shaped by this community, a community that I love and have been proud to serve. I didn't grow up in the South End, and I've proudly represented first on the Metro Council and in the State Senate because of the faith my neighbors have had in me. And representing all of you in Frankfort, Mayor, fighting for funding, for public safety, for jobs, for working families, for a better community, well, that's been a privilege. As I look back on my path, from Assistant Attorney General to the UAW legal, the Metro Council to Metro Council President, to the State Senate to State Senate leadership, all while being a litigator for people. I believe that has led me to and prepared me for this new challenge, this new chapter of service. I'm excited about the opportunities before us. I know our clerk's office, they serve a lot of vital roles, but one of the most sacred responsibilities that we have in a democracy, that is running free, fair, and transparent elections. Civilians deserve nothing less. You deserve to have the confidence that every eligible vote will be accurately counted and that your voice will be truly heard. I'll fight to safeguard that trust and provide the services that you deserve. I look up at this team and I see that. I know that together all boats rise with the tide. And so I plan on using this position to deliver what you expect, but also to be able to work in unison with the other leaders in Louisville so that we can lift everyone up. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you to my family, to our friends, to our colleagues, and thank you to the people of Jefferson County.
Thank you so much, David. A few more announcements we have to make. That's already a lot of news for the morning, but wait, there's more. Deputy Mayor James will be sworn into his new role next Friday, October 10th, and Senator Yates will be sworn into his new role next Wednesday, October 8th. We'll have more details about both of those swearing-ins next week. And with David James leaving our office for a little bit of time, we also are doing some leadership restructuring around my office in the mayor's office. Julie Carr, who currently oversees our government affairs work, will serve as deputy mayor and will be the statutorily required designee to serve in my place should that ever be required. Julie is a South End native who has spent nearly 20 years serving the people of Louisville, including 16 years as chief of staff to former Congressman John Yarmouth. She has been a key leader since the first day of our administration, and I'm so incredibly excited to continue working with Julie in this new role. Julie today is off on a long-planned trip with her wife Tanya and their 2 daughters over their fall break, so she's unable to be with us here today. But many of you know Julie incredibly well, and I know you share in the excitement with me for this new role and opportunity for Julie. Next, Jan, are you able to stand? Okay. Jan is recovering from surgery here. Shan Kemper is our current Deputy General Counsel and Executive Director of the Equity and Procurement Task Force. Shan will become a Deputy Mayor and also Deputy General Counsel. Shan is an experienced public policy professional, a wonderful attorney. She's going to retain her current responsibilities in addition to assuming some new ones as a result of all of this restructuring. Shan, I've enjoyed working with you every day since you joined our team. I'm so excited for you in this new role, and congratulations, and we look forward to working together, and I'm thrilled that we've got your family with us here this morning to celebrate. Congratulations, Shan. All 4 of these individuals are proven leaders who love our city and are dedicated to working incredibly hard every day to keep making positive progress towards a safer and stronger future for our entire city. Please join me in congratulating all 4 of these individuals as we and all of our teams collectively continue working together for the people of Louisville. Congratulations to each of you. So I know that's a lot of news for the morning, but we are happy, both Davids and me are happy to take any questions that members of the media might have at this time.
Well, just in preparing before this unexpected death of Bobbie Holsclaw, I had been looking at running for the office, and in that time met with some other clerks in some other areas that have undergone, unfortunately, some of the same type of fraud into it. And so I think the very first thing I do is I humble myself, I sit down, and I listen to learn. This is not just an issue in Jefferson County, but in other counties as well. And so while I do hope that we can lead, I think the first thing we do is we listen. We deal with our law enforcement and see what other opportunities are there to better protect what things have been put in place. And so that'll be my policy early on, is to shut up, sit back and listen, figure out best practices, not just here locally, but throughout the United States, and work to implement that.
Anything else? This was a responsibility that I took incredibly seriously. And the unique nature of having both of them come in such short time, close to one another, added to that a feeling of responsibility. And I wanted to make sure that the two individuals that I selected for each of these incredibly important countywide roles was someone who has a strong, proven record of public service in our community, someone that has been able to work with people from all across the community, and that will continue doing that for the remainder of each of these terms over the next year. And I think that in both Deputy Mayor James and Senator David Yates, you have two individuals who have proven their leadership, who have a proven record of accomplishment of moving our city and our state forward, who are committed to our city, love our city, and will work with people from all political parties, from every neighborhood in our county, to continue in their new jobs on behalf of the people of Louisville. Well, I certainly did talk to other folks that were interested in both of these positions, and I think it's what I just said. Both of them have incredibly long records of service and long records of positive results. And so I think that given the duration of these terms, that they're going to do incredible jobs in these respective positions. Roberto, then Paul. Yes, I spoke to people who were interested in running and people who were not interested in running. You can see in my selection that one is running for the position, one is not running for the position. Paul? You know, today is not a day for politics, and it's not. Don't talk about politics in this office or about campaigns in particular. I was focused on selecting two individuals that I knew could do the job incredibly well and could well represent the entire city in these roles for the remainder of the term. That is my responsibility, and then the people of Louisville will have their say next May and next November on the elections. And I'll have more to say about that down the road, but today is about filling these responsibilities. Well, again, congratulations to David, to Julie and Chan. We are so excited for you on behalf of the entire city of Louisville. We wish you all nothing but the best. We know each of you will continue to do wonderful work in your new positions. Thank you all very much for joining us this morning. Thank you.